Hello, my friends, welcome back. I hope you are having a peaceful and wonderful day. Today, I want to tell you the story of a man who loved art more than anything else. He painted beautiful pictures and dreamed of becoming a great artist. But during his lifetime, almost nobody believed in him. He was poor, lonely, and often felt sad. He sold very few paintings, and success seemed far away. Yet today, his paintings are worth millions of dollars, and people all around the world know his name. His name was Vincent van Gogh, and his story is one of passion, perseverance, and hope. Before we begin, if you enjoy learning English through stories, please subscribe to Everstory English. Your support helps us create more stories for your English learning journey. Vincent van Gogh was born on March 30, 1853, in a small village in the Netherlands. His father was a church minister, and his family lived a simple life. As a child, Vincent was quiet and thoughtful. He loved nature and enjoyed walking through fields, looking at the sky, watching birds, and studying plants. Even when he was young, he could see beauty in small things that many people ignored. However, Vincent was not always happy. He often felt different from other children and sometimes preferred being alone. He spent many hours thinking about life and the world around him. As he grew older, he began working at an art company where his job was to help sell paintings. This experience allowed him to learn more about art. He traveled to different cities and met artists, as well as people who loved art. Even so, Vincent was not satisfied. He felt that something was missing from his life. For a period of time, Vincent decided to follow in his father's footsteps and work for the church. He wanted to help poor people and devoted himself to serving miners and workers. He gave away his money, shared his food, and tried to improve the lives of those around him. However, church leaders believed he was too extreme in his methods, and eventually he lost his position. Once again, Vincent felt lost and uncertain about his future. Then, when he was in his late 20s, he made a decision that would change his life forever. He decided to become an artist. Many people thought this was a strange choice. Vincent had very little formal training, very little money, and he was already older than most people who were just beginning artistic careers. But Vincent refused to give up. He started drawing every day and spent countless hours studying people, animals, and landscapes. He practiced again and again, determined to improve his skills. His early paintings were dark and realistic. They often showed workers, farmers, and poor families because Vincent wanted to portray real life. One of his most famous early paintings was called The Potato Eaters. It showed a poor family sitting together and sharing a simple meal. Through this painting, Vincent expressed his belief that ordinary people deserve dignity and respect. During these difficult years, one person supported Vincent more than anyone else, his younger brother Theo. Theo loved Vincent deeply and believed in his talent. He regularly sent Vincent money, helping him survive and continue painting. Without Theo's support, Vincent might never have been able to pursue his dream. The two brothers exchanged hundreds of letters, many of which still exist today. These letters give us valuable insight into Vincent's thoughts, dreams, hopes, and struggles. In 1886, Vincent moved to Paris, one of the most important art centers in the world. There he met many artists and discovered new styles of painting. He learned about brighter colors and different techniques, and this experience transformed his art completely. His paintings became more colorful, energetic, and expressive. Vincent especially loved bright shades of yellow, blue, and green. He wanted his paintings to communicate emotion and make people feel something when they looked at them. A few years later, Vincent moved to the south of France. He dreamed of creating a community where artists could live and work together. He rented a small yellow house that later became famous as the Yellow House. Vincent was excited about the future and hoped his dream would become reality. He invited another artist, Paul Gauguin, to live with him. At first, the two artists worked together successfully, but problems soon appeared. They had very different personalities and often argued. Their friendship became increasingly difficult. One night, after a serious disagreement, Vincent experienced a mental crisis. During this difficult period of his life, he injured himself, and many people in the town became concerned about his well-being. Vincent's mental health continued to be a challenge. Sometimes he felt strong, hopeful, and full of energy. At other times, he felt deeply sad and struggled with his emotions. Despite these difficulties, he never stopped painting. In fact, some of his greatest masterpieces were created during this period. Among them were Sunflowers, The Bedroom, and perhaps his most famous painting, The Starry Night. Vincent painted The Starry Night while staying at a care facility. The painting shows a night sky filled with movement, light, and swirling stars. The stars seem alive, and the sky appears to dance above the sleeping village below. Today, millions of people admire this masterpiece, and it is considered one of the greatest works of art ever created. Yet, during Vincent's lifetime, very few people appreciated his paintings. He worked hard and painted almost every day, but success did not come. Many artists would have quit under such circumstances, but Vincent continued. He believed in his art and believed that his work mattered, even when others did not. During his final years, Vincent created painting after painting at an incredible pace. In just 10 years, he produced more than 2,000 artworks, including over 800 oil paintings. This remarkable achievement showed his dedication and passion for art. Then, in 1890, tragedy struck. Vincent's life came to an end at the age of 37. His brother Theo rushed to be with him, and the two brothers spent time together during Vincent's final days. Theo was heartbroken because he had always believed in Vincent and supported him through every struggle. Sadly, only 6 months later, Theo also passed away. At first, it seemed like a sad ending to a difficult story. But Vincent's story was far from over. After his death, more and more people began to notice his paintings. Artists admired his unique style, collectors became interested in his work, and museums started displaying his paintings. Year after year, his reputation grew. Slowly, the world realized how extraordinary his art truly was. Today, Vincent van Gogh is one of the most famous artists in history. His paintings are displayed in museums around the world, and millions of people visit these museums every year. His artwork continues to inspire artists, students, and dreamers everywhere. What can we learn from Vincent van Gogh? Perhaps the most important lesson is that success does not always come quickly. Sometimes people do not understand our work. Sometimes our efforts are not recognized, and sometimes progress feels painfully slow. But that does not mean we should stop. Vincent continued creating because he loved art. He continued because it gave meaning to his life. Eventually, the world recognized his talent, even though it happened after he was gone. His story reminds us that passion matters, hard work matters, and believing in yourself matters. Today, as we learn English together, we can remember Vincent's example. Learning a language takes time. We make mistakes, face challenges, and sometimes feel discouraged. But every new word is progress, and every lesson helps us grow. Just as Vincent never stopped painting, we should never stop learning. Thank you for listening to this story today. I hope you enjoyed learning about Vincent van Gogh, and I hope his journey inspired you. Most of all, I hope this story helped you improve your English. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and join us for more inspiring stories on Everstory English. Until next time, my friends, keep learning, keep listening, and keep enjoying the beautiful journey of English.